Welcome guys to a new brand series called Dredge. This is an indie game, kinda, that was released a couple of days ago, and I decided to to show it to you. I did play the game and it's fantastic, and that's why I would like to share it with you. So we will be starting a new game, even though I played the game a bit, but yeah. So we are happily sailing along. That's us. We are a fisherman. And there is a fog. And we just crashed. Not ideal for, a starts go. Okay, so there is a town here. The morning light fills your eyes and you try to sit upright. You are lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before, so we managed to get ashore. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Interesting graphic. Welcome to the Greater Marrow. I must say, quite a dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Yeah, we did. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your new fisherman? What's going on? Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to the one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. Okay, so they moved my equipment to one of their ships. And he says that I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Okay, so bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back before sundown, by sundown, before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. Okay, so I guess, there is some sort of, the fog happens. Okay, so we have to click here to undock. And let me just quickly I will leave the tutorials, okay. So that's our fishing boat. By the way, time is not moving. If we are not moving or doing anything, you'd see 6 and 15 minutes. But as long as we move, also the game proceeds, And, okay, here are some fishes. Let's fish. Okay, so this is like a mini game. By the way, note, if you will play this game, it's not just about pressing here, it's also about holding a bit, It makes things quicker. Okay, let's continue with our... What is this kind of blue mackerel? Mackerel, I don't know how it is pronounced, I'm not a fish guy. And also, no, English is not my mother tongue, so... No, it's a fish, people like to eat fish. I don't. But this game is nice, it's so chill. But it also holds other stuff in reserve, as you will see. Okay, we can go and... Okay, so somewhere over there, it's where our boat landed. We can see there are some houses, there is some manor, there are some islands. Yeah, let's catch some more fish, I guess. Same as before. And, we have like to assemble things here in our cargo space. In an ideal manner. This is not ideal. Okay, like that, I think. Okay, and we depleted this here. So it's telling us the time only advances where you are moving, fishing, or taking other specific actions. Oh, there is something shiny there. Let's go for the shiny stuff. Oh, it looks like it's a bottle, you know, with a message. Okay. And let's see the message. "20th of August 1927. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon and our first day proper." So it's about, you know, a married couple who are on their honeymoon. And so I guess this is written from her perspective, because she says, or you know, the person says that I will know he will keep his hands on the wheel, so because there are not a lot of fishes here. Okay, the boat is called Julie. It's fancy naming ceremony, everything. Oh, he took the boat stuff more seriously than the wedding. That's sad to hear, you know. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. So yeah, you know, people that work on ships, you know, mariners are superstitious, you know. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but kept the keychain. Oceans Riches was a good name, okay. I think he had prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden. Stuff under blanket. Okay. I don't get why we got this message in a bottle. No, because it's not like a distress or help us out or anything. Oh. What's here? Oh, it looks like wood planks. Can we gather that? And we cannot. Okay, so I guess it's back to fishing. Oh, we have still some space in our cargo, so let's fish. Oh, this is the same one as we fished at the beginning. How should I save them? Okay, so the reserve now is low. Maybe we'll have 1 or 2 more fishes, and that's it. And we depleted this location, and now we probably should head back, you know, because they warned us about the fog. And, you know, also our inventory is full, so, you know, there is no point in being out fishing, you know, if we cannot save the fish. And also another thing is, oh, yeah, let's turn on the light. If you press E, you will have a bunch of abilities. We also have the foghorn. Did you hear that? And that's creepy, you know, because we didn't see any other ship. So okay, this is the mayor. He stepped to the dock and he's waiting nearby. So let's see. Oh, I see you returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I am more than happy to sell you the replacement vessel, years too old. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So, to recap, you will need to sell fish in the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? So, they basically, you know, they gave us a boat and they're just like, you have to do this. Do we even live nearby here or anything? But let's go with the story, okay. Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Where do I sell the fish? So he told us there is a market, so we will go with the upper one. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they are still fresh. Okay, I will not do that voice because I will have a sore throat, but yeah. And this is the fishmonger. You enter a squalid check on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies, bass, haphazardly around, a downcast man behind the counter. So this is the dude. So yeah, he's surprised that they found a new fisherman that quickly. So what happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out there. It's not alive for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Okay. Other towns on other islands might pay you different, but while you've still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. So this is smart. By the way, how does he know that I have a debt? I mean, was he spying, or did this happen to multiple people? Okay, so here I could sell separately about the fishes, or I can just, here, sell all of them. Okay, now you can see that my boat has some slots here. This is like for fishing, this is the engine, and here we have, for lights. Okay, so we did sell the stuff to him. Okay, this is the mayor again, he's standing outside the fishmonger store. Excellent work, I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? So, research part. Okay, let's save it here. One last thing, our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Okay, so let's go and... okay, we still own $26 and something. How much money do we have? I mean, I have enough to already repay the debt totally. It was not an expensive boat after all, or, they really overpay for fish. Okay, this is a shipwright. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up to you briefly, but before turning back to her work. So she doesn't... Okay, you must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is upfront and everything takes some time to install. So, we have to have the money. Unlike what they're doing for us. So, yeah, you can, you will have a loan. But yeah, so it takes time to upgrade stuff. Also, if you take any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up mostly. So, She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around, just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Okay. So, here we have rods. Here we have engines. Nets and lights. And... okay. So you can see that currently we can only catch coastal fishes with our rod. A fishing pole, sorry. And this is for shallow. No, this is coastal. Now, if we add one of these, they have a different fishing speed. But I would say, as of now, we are good with what we have. We also have a storage. So, like, for example, I can move this to storage. Okay, let's get out of here. And here we can rest, and we also have a research. And let us see. Hydraulic rod. So this allows us also to catch oceanic fish with our current rod. So currently we have just shallow, I think. This is an engine upgrade. And pots and nets we are not able to research yet. We have one research part, so it's either we get this to get the propeller with a speed of plus 15 knots, or this, hydraulic rod, Actually, this is a real, but let me check the current engines she has. So, what's the speed on those? It's 10 knots, and what's the speed on our current? It's 14. So, if I add this engine, we will have more speed. Our speed will be 24. If we put one more research into it, we will have a higher speed. So instead of 24, it would be, 29. Or we can get a reel so that we can catch also other fishes with our pole. So I do think... I do think I will go for, you know, more fishes, you know. So let's install this one, because if you remember, the fishmonger said that the bigger the fish, the more money we get. So, you know, the more money we get, the more stuff we can get. So I think it makes sense. So let's see now. Okay, she has it here. Oh man, it costs a lot. 410, man, this is crazy. Okay, maybe meanwhile we can buy an engine. And you can see it takes time to install. And that's all for this episode. I'll see you all in the next one. I do hope that you like the game. Let me know, comment, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time.